Hello, Recapped Mystery here. Today, I'm going to explain a psychological horror thriller film, 12 Feet Deep. Watch out and take care. The film begins with a shot of a retracting swimming pool cover and people arriving for a swim. Bree decides to swim in the K-Town Aquatic Center. As she swims, we observe McGrady, the pool manager, put up a sign around the pool proclaiming the pool's holiday closure. In the next picture, we see Bree pull out a device to check her blood sugar. When she sees that everything is okay, she gets up and walks towards the pool. Jana, Bree's sister, ultimately joins her in the pool, and the two connect over a collegiate competition. Meanwhile, McGrady stops Clara, the swimming center's housekeeper, from stealing from the lost and found. McGrady informs her that he had just briefed her parole officer about her and that he had said nice things about her. But, catching her in the act, he informs her that she has been dismissed and should clean up before leaving. We show the two sisters conversing to each other and discussing various aspects of their lives, such as their mother's new lover. They then decide to go swimming at the pool. McGrady gleefully urges all swimmers to go as they prepare to close. Bree and Jana proceed cautiously, even arguing with the manager that they require more time. However, McGrady claims that the pool is going to close, that he has posted a sign-up sheet, and that some people need to learn to read. Bree can't seem to find her diamond engagement ring when collecting her belongings after attempting to present Jana. She panics and begins searching for the ring. Jana spots the ring stuck in the metal grate at the pool's bottom as her sister is looking, and the two dive in to collect it. The manager believes that everyone has left the pool and chooses to lock it up, completely ignoring the women in the deep end. He closes the pool cover and abandons the two women in the pool for the day. Meanwhile, the lady is attempting to remove the ring from the grate, but one of them gets her hair caught in the pool vents as the other assists in removing her hair. They see that the pool lid is going to close. They try and fail to swim to the surface before it closes. After becoming stuck, the two begin bickering and even taunting one another. Bree and Jana then attempt to break the fiberglass cover, but fail, and resolve to discover a weak place through which they can escape. Jana notices a hole in the fiberglass and contacts her sister. Bree suggests that they use anything to expand the hole, to which Jana mockingly answers that they should wait while she grabs her toolkit. Bree discovers a loose tile and splits it in half to produce a sharp end while they continue to swim around looking for something to expand the hole. She then attempts to widen the gap by cutting it, but fails. Jana then begins to speculate on how they might die. Bree hopes that her boyfriend will notice that they are missing and notify the police. The two continue to argue, with Jana blaming her sister for abandoning her once she returned from rehab. Jana quickly admits that she is secretly resentful of Bree's luxurious lifestyle and recent engagement, and that she grabbed the ring from Bree's bag and threw it in the pool. Bree is initially outraged at her sister and blames her for putting them in this situation, but her fury rapidly subsides. Jana continues to pound the fiberglass with the tile while Bree climbs down towards the grate and pulls her ring out. Bree suggests using the loose grate to shatter the fiberglass, but this is ineffective. When the sisters hear Bree's phone ring, she claims it must be her boyfriend calling to check on her. Jana dismissively responds that it wouldn't help them. Jana continues to denigrate herself, stating things like, "Who would want to be with a jerk like her?" Bree begins to feel the repercussions of missing her insulin shot and acknowledges that she is diabetic and need an injection to avoid a diabetic coma. Jana initially does not believe her and claims that she is doing this for attention, but Bree reminds her that she is not like Jana and does not engage in such shenanigans. The sisters become even more concerned when they realize their situation has deteriorated. Meanwhile, we encounter a caretaker who appears to have finished her cleaning. The sisters then begin discussing their father's death, and Jana claims that Bree never talks about what happened that night. Their father was apparently harsh and an alcoholic who died in a fire. Jana presses Bree for more information, and Bree explains that their father was a nasty man who had returned home intoxicated and slept while smoking a cigarette, which spilled on a pillow and caused the fire. Bree had tried to wake her father but had burned her arm, leaving scars that she still bore. As she prepares to go, The caretaker approaches the pool and is surprised to see the two women confined behind the pool cover. The caretaker informs the sister that she will assist them and that they should wait a moment. Instead, she grabs Bree's purse, removing her cash, smartphone, and credit card, prompting the women to believe she is going to help them. The caretaker enters the main room, closes all of the cameras throughout the facility, and turns on the lights near the pool. She then begins to tell how her daughter once got her hair stuck in the sewer. The caretaker then blackmails her, demanding her phone password and credit card PIN number. She also uses her boyfriend's, David's, voice note for the sisters and proceeds to patronize them by making fun of Jana's tattoos. She afterwards turns off the water heater. Females have no choice but to wait out the night. Just keep telling herself that he's dead, Jana says of her abusive father's tremendous emotional impact. The caretaker arrives the following morning, mocking the girls once more. Enraged, Jana directs the caretaker to place her ear on the small hole in the pool cover, following which she is stabbed in the ear with a sharp shard of tile. The caretaker then turns on the automatic pool cleaning system, causing the girls to choke on chlorine. She turns it off after a few minutes. Seeing the danger of her actions, Jana apologizes to Bree for her envy and continues to blame herself for their plight as the caretaker returns. Bree comforts her and accepts her apologies for her mistakes. Bree claims that she prevented her father from fleeing after the fatal accident, adding, "I killed that monster." The caretaker reappears, having acknowledged her mistake. She decides to open the pool cover to let Bree and Jana out. But the passcode she was given by management no longer works, trapping the women. She leaves, having informed the sisters that they are on their own. Bree becomes unsteady and cold, drifting in and out of consciousness. Jana expends her last ounces of energy after first denying Bree's invitation to try, attempting to remove the metal grill from the pool's bottom, something her sister failed to do. Jana succeeds in cracking the fiberglass of the pool cover, allowing them to flee. She then took Bree out of the pool, unconscious, and gave her the insulin shot, not knowing whether or not she would survive. The caretaker emerges in front of them, brandishing a revolver. She threatens to kill Bree and Jana after pondering what would happen if they didn't die in the pool since she doesn't want to go back to prison. Instead, the caretaker empathizes with the sisters and lays down the revolver before returning their belongings. Jana tells her to leave after calling the cops. Paramedics care to Bree when they arrive at the swimming pool. Jana gives back her engagement ring, which the caretaker blackmailed Bree for and intended to pawn. When Bree wonders how she got it back, Jana says, "I killed the monster," referring to their father being dead. The end. Please subscribe to assist the channel, turn on notification and leave a like. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you again soon.